Talk, fam. Talk, fam. Exactly. Where the facts be. I'm speaking right here, so don't at me. Whoa.
Welcome to another week of Don't At Me with Michael, Alex, man. We're here with the great Rob Parker, man. Thanks a lot for joining us once again, man.
No problem. Definitely a pleasure.
Yeah, man. It's
Let's do it.
always
Welcome to the
always
studio.
dope doing shows with legends, man. It's really great.
You're starting to make me feel old. Go ahead.
Yeah. And then, I get to show my greatness as well because
What greatness?
I know I'm right about this topic that we're going to start off with. And we're starting with NBA duos. We had press conferences this week. You had the Clippers. And then yesterday in Houston with Russ joining James Harden and Houston. Rob, I'll let you start with it first. What are your top three duos looking forward to next season?
It's not Harden and Russ. That would
Thank
be way
you.
down.
Thank you.
I do not see them as a match one bit. And it's just mind-boggling that Houston made that deal because Russ doesn't shoot from the perimeter, doesn't make threes. How does he fit in with what they've been doing? This was just, you take my bad contract, I'll take your bad contract kind of deal. It was. And it's no disrespect to Russ as a player and what he's been able to do, but this doesn't make any sense.
They're too identical.
They really are, and they both need the ball. I will be surprised to see how that works out. But I don't expect them to do much. Not to be anywhere more than where they have been. Will they be a contender? Absolutely. Because of Harden, because of Russ is also a great player. They'll be a contender. They'll be in the mix. They didn't get any better to me. I didn't look at them where they made that move and said, oh, okay. Because they've already been in the mix.
True.
So I think that stays the same. I like Kawhi, of course, and Paul George. I think you got a number one guy who just did a miraculous job and going to Toronto with no other lottery picks, winning a championship. I think that's incredible when you really think about it.
It was amazing.
It really is. And
Not to mention he was injured, too.
Right, and he was injured in the load management, but he came up big in big moments and big spots. And I think on this Clipper team with those two guys, and Paul George was having an MVP season before he got hurt.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to be happy. He's back in L.A. Both of these guys are. They're on a really good team. People who keep sleeping, I get it. People live in the past, live on people's reputations, good or bad.
True. Yep.
So the reputation of the Clippers is bad.
Yeah.
So that's why people like, oh, they won't win. They can't win it. You're kidding yourself because if you looked at them last year, 48 wins, no star, made their playoff push after Tobias Harris was traded, their best player, went to Golden State, won 2 road games against a healthy KD. Do not kid yourself. And when you look at Lou Williams, who I love, Patrick Beverly, all the other guys, just look at that roster.
Montrez.
Yes, it really is a good, and you have a coach who's already won a championship. I love everything about the Clippers. I think they're going to win the championship. Obviously, LeBron being able to get a AD, it just depends. I don't know what to expect. I don't expect them to win the championship. I think they'll be probably in the top 4 out west because the West is still loaded.
Yeah. Very packed.
Utah, Denver's not going anywhere.
Portland.
Portland got better. I mean, when you start to look, the only spot I see where the Lakers fit in is really because OKC falls out. Other than that, I expect all the other teams that made the playoffs
To be better?
I'm saying to be in those spots.
Oh, okay. To maintain level play.
I don't see anybody falling out other than OKC.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
So just to give my take of my favorite duos, of course, number one is going to be the Lakers because you have LeBron, who's well rested.
What does that mean when you know what this is this based off of well rested? Did you see him?
He has
year
played.
17.
No, true, but he got a whole entire playoffs off.
He's assuming
he's
that
doing
this help
Taco
with
Tuesdays.
he's assuming this help of Anthony Davis and all these supporting cast members is going to make a legitimate difference to LeBron's longevity, like what they did with the Pats by bringing in young guys to extend Brady's career, of which you would know all about, right?
Of course.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, and 6.
Don't worry about that.
That's all right.
I had to.
Too legit, and then the rest we got questions.
Hey, 100% agree. But yeah, AD and LeBron, I just think that this year you're really going to see AD on the block, and this is when he's going to show that he's the best big in the league, because he's going to have LeBron who can get it to him inside. He's going to have shooters around him with Kyle Kuzma, KCP, Danny Green. They're going to be ready to win.
I've never seen a big guy with LeBron do that. I mean, I'm still waiting. If you look at Kevin Love's career with LeBron,
he has Shaq
and
in Cleveland.
also Chris Paul. Oh yeah,
I
would
wouldn't
use that. I'm just saying, seriously. If you look at those two,
No,
with
true.
LeBron,
But
that doesn't fit into where LeBron.
They weren't legitimate bigs, though, that he played with. Those guys were like power forward floor spacers who could do their job well. But AD is a legitimate big-time threat down low. Chris Bosh was great down low, but not like that way.
No,
You know?
I'm just saying all those guys wound up on the perimeter.
Yeah,
who were
true.
and you got to Kevin Love was a monster, rebounds, and he was averaging 24 and 16 or
12,
20,
yeah.
right? You
He
know
had
what I mean? In
the 20-20
Minnesota.
like average or games straight for like 54 games.
He was
And
amazing.
then Bosh was a 20 and 10 guy.
Right,
before
and then he
got to him.
became a guy who 13.
But you know the difference was there was a guard there that you play with D-Wade. D-Wade is clearly the number 2 guy. You play with Kyrie, he's clearly the number 2 guy. You don't have that here, so they're going to have to feed the post. And my number 2 duo, the only way you're going to be able to beat Kawhi and PG, because, you know, with Beverly and those guys, they're going to be able to guard the perimeter. You have to throw it into the post, and that's why I think AD's advantage come. And then my last duo, I actually like Harden and Russ.
Only because you played with Russ. Come
No.
on, you don't believe that.
Yeah, he's
I
biased.
really don't.
He's biased.
No.
I mean, I want you to really just step back for a minute. He's your buddy. You played with him. I get that. You really believe that?
I really do, because
Everyone around you has said the same thing Rob has. Everyone around you has literally said these two cannot coexist because they are literally near
But
identical.
remember this, that we said the same thing about CP3. Oh, it's not going to work.
But it didn't work.
But they were clearly a game away
No.
from the
No,
finals.
no.
Did it work?
No, but
It didn't
It
work.
didn't
And everybody
work.
said that even when he went, they were like, does that really make sense?
But think about this. In
this
the
one
past,
is worse.
And
I think.
they played better without each other on the court. If you look at their numbers, CP3 had greater numbers and a greater impact on their game and win shares when Harden was off the court.
Yeah, but I just think their friendship off the court, Russell, is going to be able to translate to him and Harden on the court playing well, and they're going to figure it out. They're two great players. You know, you're pretty much swapping Chris Paul for Russell. You won that trade because Russell is a better player than Chris Paul is
But
right
does
now.
he do what Houston does? That Russ is a 3-point shooter?
CP3 wasn't the greatest of 3-point
Oh, he's a
shooters.
better 3-point shooter.
Yeah, he's a better
Okay,
100%.
I'm just asking you, does he really fit in? I'm not forget about his talents.
Yeah.
And what does he fit into what Houston's done the last 4 or 5 years?
Kind of with the pick and roll game, but I see what you're saying with the shooting. I think they're
See,
going to
not
have to
even
adjust.
Not even
They're
that.
gonna
I
have
would
to
say the
adjust.
only thing that he fits in with is they're running up-tempo offense. So you have Russ and Harden running a fast break together, and then Harden throws him a lob and he gets a wide-open dunk or a crazy thunderous dunk.
Hey,
Other than that,
they're going to figure it out. I believe them.
No.
Okay.
And then you got to look at Embiid and Simmons, who Philly needs to win.
man,
right,
get
Tony?
out of here. All right, let's get it straight and twisted. All right.
Okay, let me hear
Considering
yours.
your takes are like Smush Parker level. All right, so
don't do that.
top level, the best duo in the NBA has just formed in Los Angeles, and that is Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. The best duo. You put the two best two-way players in the league, a guy who just won a championship on a hobbled leg, a guy who was third in MVP voting before his injury, a guy that wants to play in Los Angeles, two guys that want to be home in front of their home crowds for a team that they're lusting to play for. And in their press conference, what did they say about the LA rivalry? They ain't thinking about that. They're thinking about rings. And if there's anyone I believe that from, it's Kawhi Leonard, because that man only speaks the truth.
And the other part is, you got to admit, when you talk about your Lakers and whatever,
Yes.
it was on a silver platter. Everybody just assumed Kawhi would take the easy way out. LeBron, AD is laid up for him, and he still stalled. And when the people talk about the Lakers and what they did after they didn't get him, oh, I love the way they put the... All the players they got were leftovers. Those were the
No,
people
exactly.
nobody wanted.
He sabotaged
Okay,
this.
he didn't sabotage.
No.
I think that
No.
everybody assumed he was going to go with LeBron, and nobody. I'm yet to see, and I've been saying this. Nobody wants to play with LeBron, and they say, "Well, AD does." Nobody who doesn't have the same management has been able to sign with LeBron. LeBron, this was a layup. You just talked about it. Kawhi's had injury, right? Load management.
Yeah.
If he goes with the Lakers, A, he's home. B, they had enough money to pay him. And C, he doesn't have to have the burden of everything because you have LeBron, AD, and he could take those games off and they could still win.
Hey,
so
he's
everything was
competitive.
laid out for him, and he still didn't take it.
But he made the right move because he's not a KD type player to go and ride the coattails of another team.
He has
decided
what a great
to go
chance.
on his own.
He has a great chance to become the first player to win with three different franchises, and then to win 2 championships with franchises who had never won. Yeah. That would catapult him.
And then bring
in the
one
top
to the
5
Clippers
list.
too.
Yeah. Right.
On top of that. So yeah, that's why I have Paul George and Kawhi as number 1. My second duo, I'm going to have to give it up to the Lakers because they did make the right move.
Oh, yeah.
They added a guy who can extend LeBron James's career, take a lot of the weight off his shoulders, turn him into the Magic Johnson-style point guard we've all been waiting for him to take that move towards.
Yep.
And
good luck with that.
And
I don't buy that for 1 second.
No.
I don't.
I have to see it first, of course. But
he's been used to playing 16 years the same way.
100%.
And all of a sudden, he's going to be a point guard or not.
Yeah,
Even
right.
did you see Vogel when he came out and said, he ain't playing point guard.
No.
Stop.
But
hey,
I will
that's a great
say
dude. They can
that
figure it out.
AD is the best superstar LeBron has played with.
Agreed.
In his career. This is the best superstar he's had to have on his roster. They filled it out right.
I disagree.
You like
You
Wade
think
better?
Dwayne Wade is the better one?
I loved when he played with Kyrie.
Oh, Kyrie. Oh, that fit was good.
Kyrie averaged 28 points against Golden State. Go look at those playoffs.
No.
And he made big
remember.
shots. I'm telling you, I think people poo-poo Kyrie, because things didn't really work out in Boston. But I'm going to tell you, if you go back and look, I'm talking about against, nobody can finish better at the rim.
True.
And he's not afraid to take big shots. When they came back and beat Golden State, he was the one who knocked down the big 3 to win it.
Yeah, he was a big part of that.
Big part of that.
Number 2, number 11. He was great when he was there. No longer going to be saying his name because I don't care to anymore.
Okay, Skip.
yeah, I had to. And then my last top 3, honestly. Oh, man. I really don't want to give it to Russ and Harden because I don't think that they can play together. I do not. I genuinely believe that they're I hope that they can. I hope they can coexist because
they made it to the finals together, guys.
Yeah. How long ago was that? Was that when in a
They were young. Remember, Harden was off the bench back
then. He was a 6-man. Was he getting those touches? No. Was he the leader of a Mike D'Antoni offense?
And he had if you remember that year, he was great all the way up until the Western Conference Finals.
And then he went missing.
It was like, wow.
No, it was the finals.
To the finals. I'm sorry. All the way up to he was great. I was like.
And he faded.
And he faded like
crazy.
big time. It was unbelievable. Because I thought they were going to win. Also, LeBron fouled KD at the end of game 2.
True.
That would have given him a 2-0 lead.
And these duos, we have Giannis, Middleton, Embiid, Simmons. I'm going to give a shout out to a duo that doesn't get enough credit because they've been consistent year in and year out.
Let me hear it.
Dame and CJ McCollum.
Oh,
one of the best duos in the NBA.
You can have them.
They're one of the best duos, very consistent. They've gotten Portland last year to the Western Conference Finals, although it felt like a first-round matchup, to be fair, in the Western Conference Finals.
They were embarrassed.
They weren't ready for prime time.
They weren't.
They weren't.
But I still think
Denver would have given a better showing. I'm telling you, Denver lost that game 7. That's a really good team. They play real well in Denver. They might win the Western Division.
You know what?
Western
You make a good point for me. So I'm going to put Dame and CJ at 4, and I'm going to give Jokic and Murray the spot nod at number 3. Super great combo. Jokic, I don't even have to say. The guy can do everything.
And he's a weird style player, but man, I've never seen anybody who can do what he's been able to do.
He's Gasol. He's like the Gasol brothers combined.
Right.
And
both their abilities and talents, and he can do it all.
In that type of body. So, speaking of Kawhi and Paul George, man, Steve Ballmer is doing some very amazing things.
Clippers!
So, we had Clipper Darryl here on the last show, and we couldn't get him to be quiet about his Clippers. And, hey, I can't blame him. Steve Ballmer is doing amazing things. They may have a new stadium that they're trying to build in Inglewood.
I don't think it was May. They will get it done.
I think so.
Did you guys see the renderings of it?
That guy has billions.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
It looks like the Barclays Center.
Right.
Yeah.
The New York Barclays Center.
Looks amazing.
Like it looks identical.
So tell me this, Alex and Rob. Do you guys think that, say in the next 5 to 10 years, the Clippers are more successful, do you think that the city will become a Clipper town?
I don't think it's a matter of no from this standpoint.
Okay.
As a guy who grew up in New York, okay, you had the Mets and the Yankees.
Yes.
Okay? It's a Yankee town. It just is. I grew up when I was a kid, I was a Mets fan. But the difference is the Mets had a window of 5 or 8 years when they had Darryl Strawberry, Dwight Gooden,
yep.
where they ruled the back pages. They were the team of the town,
True.
Yeah.
and they won a championship. That's what's going to happen to the Clippers. People are not going to abandon the Lakers totally, no matter what. Mm-hmm. Okay, because you have allegiances, and you grow up with certain things. So I don't believe that they'll ever replace the Lakers as the team of LA. But can they have a window of 5 or 6 years where it's about them and they win a championship or two?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think it's more about that.
No, I agree. I agree with you 100%. I think that it's more so not that they will ever break out of the shadow of the Lakers, because this is a Lakers town.
Right.
Like you said,
Lakers Dodgers.
history.
This is a Laker-Dodger town.
Exactly.
True.
And I think the one thing that it will change is the respect level for the Clippers.
No
They'll
doubt.
no longer be looked at as the annoying stepchild.
Or the laughing stocks of the league, which they have been most of their franchise history.
And I think the biggest thing that'll help them, aside from the star power, them getting their own stadium means they're completely separated.
Yeah.
So now, instead of being basically 2 different fan bases in one building, you have 2 separate buildings where these fan bases are going to go to, and the level of respect that's going to be given to the Clippers, especially for the success, even if they don't win rings, right? With these guys, the level of respect that's going to be there is much higher.
But
than
here's
what it
the
is
other
now.
part. Here's where the Lakers, where it can make a difference. Not in the immediate future, but if this team were to go out and win 2 championships, the kids who are 7, 8,
That's
Yeah.
what I was
growing
thinking
up,
about. Yep.
They're going to
and
become
they're going
them.
to the Clipper games. Do you see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
these guys win.
Yeah.
Then you start growing up where you got a new batch of fans.
Yeah.
And as the Lakers get older,
True.
Laker fans, that's where the Lakers, and I'm not saying they'll ever totally eclipse.
Yeah.
But they'll be more in the ballpark because those guys grew up. It's the same thing now with the Knicks. The Knicks have always had a hold on New York, okay, for everybody. But now the Nets aren't in New Jersey anymore. They're in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And if you have young kids, 8, 9, going to the Barclays Center, which is a beautiful building, and KD and Kyrie put together and they win a championship, it
Not
changes
happening.
the way things are.
Hey, I agree, and that's what I was thinking about, because I'm like, just imagine, even now it's like some kids who are in high school or like middle school, they saw Chris Paul, they saw Blake Griffin, they were the talk of the city because the Lakers were going through that time where Kobe was fading,
Their
Right.
woes.
and they were losing. And now you add PG and Kawhi, that it's going to be a lot of kids, like you're saying, who are only going to know the Clippers as being a successful team.
And that's what
And
they
LA.
grew up with.
And
That's what they were
especially if
raised.
LeBron, and if it fades or if he gets hurt again or whatever it is, and they don't reach that plateau, and we saw it this year. I mean, this is year 17. I think people are expecting, because LeBron didn't make the playoffs, to turn back the clock.
Yeah.
I'm
Father
one of those
Father
guys.
Time is undefeated.
No, I agree.
And I don't know why people. It's no disrespect to LeBron. It's happened to everybody.
Except for Tom Brady, that guy is amazing.
Tom Brady.
No.
if you looked
Even
at-
I'm
Did you have you looked at?
No,
I mean,
yeah.
be honest.
No, yeah,
And
he-
you
no,
know
no,
this.
no,
as-
I can
he's
tell
not
you
the
100%.
same guy.
No,
He's
I
not the
agree.
same guy. He's not the same guy with the deep ball. But the one thing they did that the Lakers are trying to do is surround him with guys to extend his career, and that's what they
if
did
you saw
right.
Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, he
No,
looked
that
like a
was terrible.
41-year-old quarterback.
Yeah.
And the other one, the throw that told you about Brady was, you remember against Pittsburgh, he was trying to throw the ball out of bounds,
Yep.
and he
Oh,
couldn't
he
even
couldn't,
get.
yeah.
And remember, it got picked.
Yeah, that
because
was
he couldn't
crazy.
get it out.
Yep.
And if you go, there's a clip that we play on the radio from the Patriots radio network, and the announcers, these are the hometown announcers, and they're like, "That's the worst throw by Brady in 10 years." Like
Man.
he's trying to get it out of bounds, and he didn't have the arm strength.
Yeah. No, it's clear. But I do think the Lakers did a good job. I do want it known that they did a good job surrounding these guys to extend his career. But I agree with you 100%. People get it twisted thinking that, oh, he's coming back with a vengeance. This is going to be that tour. They got AD. They got Cousins. They got Rondo. All these cats. He's older.
Kuz, you forgetting Kuz.
And the other part,
He's
too,
older.
is LeBron spent 11 years in Cleveland. Let me see, how many championships did he win?
Yep.
People forget that.
Yeah.
I don't know why they think that he won every year. He might have gone to the finals.
To the finals,
I'm
yeah.
talking about winning.
Winning, yeah.
And then you just have to remind him, oh, wait, you remember the finals against the Spurs, right?
Hey,
In Cleveland.
the Lakers are going to be okay. It's going to be a struggle in the city going back and forth, because if the Clippers are going to be winning these next few years and the Lakers aren't, you're going to see a lot of Clipper Darrows out there, throughout
No,
the
they'll
city.
be born.
Yeah,
They will
yeah.
be.
Yeah, so it's,
Oh.
it's going to be crazy.
I do want to make it clear. Before we got started, Rob said that The Clippers are going to win this year, right?
Yep.
I want to
Clippers
get it
going to
on.
win the championship
No.
this
I wanna
year,
get
and
it.
next year Brooklyn's going to win the championship.
So you heard that. He said Brooklyn
And we
next
got
year.
we got wing bets, 20
Right
wings and a large Diet Coke on this year and next year.
No. I don't doubt the Clippers. That's the thing. I
Okay, so
said
you
the
just
Nets
got the-
one.
I got
Okay.
Lakers.
I got the
I'll
Nets.
take a Laker
do
bet.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro, that's easy money.
I already got. We got a bet on our last show. Me and Clipper Darrell is whoever go further, he's gonna have to wear an all Lakers outfit to a Laker game and do everything he does at a Clipper game, or I have to go wearing all Clipper gear to a Clipper game to do what he does.
You're welcome for that bet, by the way.
No, yeah, but I believe in my Lakers. I believe that LeBron and AD will do their part.
I just
You're about to be wearing Clipper gear this season.
my only thing is
No way, no how.
there you go. 17 years for LeBron and Anthony Davis, for his youth and athleticism, has missed 14 or more games in 5 of his first 7 seasons.
Yeah,
That's who he is.
And you
So-
can't expect more than that.
So,
Hey, LA
so-
better doctors. He's gonna be okay.
Okay, we'll see.
And then our last topic, man, football is finally here, man. Oh, I'm so excited.
You preseason football? You ready for?
No, just training camp. The
Oh.
guys are, getting ready. Me being
He's that excited.
yeah. Oh, I'm really excited.
I'm always excited in September.
I know,
First
right?
of all, training camp stories are the same old story. Oh, this guy's gonna have a great year. Oh, it's always according to.
True.
It's just to me, it's like
My
it's
sources tell me
It's
this.
just nonsense.
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
it really is, and I get it. Everybody feels they have a chance to win, blah blah blah. But I really don't buy into all that. And then the preseason is unwatchable to me. You watch the.
No,
first
I agree.
series.
Yeah, you watch.
And when the season starts, I'm all in for football.
True.
But I'm not one of these guys.
I'm a
who-
Madden fan, so I get excited because Madden's
Oh,
out.
Okay, then that's different. But
Able
I'm
to
just
get on the
saying, as
sticks.
far as once the season starts, I'm in.
Tony, I'm gonna have to beat Tony a few times.
Oh, I'm going to make
Prove my
one thing
point.
clear before we go into this. My Patriots are about to embark on what the Pittsburgh Steelers fans would call the stairway to 7, because we're about to get our 7th.
Oh, he's
We can
out
make
of his
one
mind.
more bet. They will not even get to the AFC Championship game.
I
this year.
agree, and that's exactly why my favorites this year.
Oh,
Of course.
okay, then who do you pick?
Let's
Why?
hear it.
Who's
Let's
your
hear it.
Super Bowl team?
I don't have my
champ?
teams yet because I had to go through training camp. I have to
True.
see. I'm
And
not
fair
one of
enough,
these
fair
guys.
enough.
No.
No, I respect that. I get
I'm
that.
serious. A
Yeah.
lot of guys are making picks. I need to see training camp. Who's hurt? Football. The Giants just lost 3 receivers.
Yeah.
In the first 2 days.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right?
Coleman ACL sucks.
And also,
Shepard, he broke
Shepard
his thumb.
broke his thumb, and then the Golden Tate suspended for 4 games for steroids.
Oh, wow.
Did you see that?
Damn,
I
That
couldn't
was
believe
morning.
that. Yeah, this
That's
So,
morning
so
that
all
came
of a sudden
out,
they're
man.
down 3 people.
That's crazy.
So I don't make picks until the rosters are set. Let me see what training camp brings, and then I'll take a real look.
I
and I'll
respect
get
that.
Do
I
you have
respect
early
that.
favorites? Like my early favorites will be, of course, Kansas City. They have
I
the
don't know
best
what Kansas
quarterback in the
City
league.
is, and I'll tell you, I'll make a bet here with you. I have the same bet with Chris Broussard.
Okay,
Is that he won't throw over 40 touchdowns this year.
he'll throw 39.
Oh, you going with 39?
Yeah,
Come on,
ju-
he had 52,
Just
right?
like Manning. Manning went from 55 to the next year through 39. So I think he's going to be around 38, 39.
I try to tell Chris, this is the thing. Once they have tape on you, if you remember, I could go over and over. RG3 had an unbelievable rookie year, right?
Big difference.
No, but I'm just saying.
No, he's making
Okay.
a good point.
I'm making a point about once they have tape on you and they determine how to. Same thing. Colin Kaepernick, when he first started, was unstoppable. Ron Jaworski went on ESPN and said he has a chance to be the greatest quarterback who ever played.
Look at how that
He was a
turned out.
runner.
No, but I'm just saying.
No, yeah,
The
yeah, I
evidence in
agree.
the history shows
Yes,
that, you
that-
have film.
That
Yeah,
they-
true.
once they have film, that's what I'm saying. We had Warren Moon on the radio the other day too. He thought the same thing. That it won't be. People are expecting the same numbers and think he's gonna.
No,
it's not
no,
gonna
it
work
won't be
like
that.
that. That was one. They didn't know what to. They didn't really see him. They didn't know what to expect. They will be able to defend him. Not that he's going to be taken away
Yeah.
and be a bum. I'm not saying that. He's going to be a great quarterback.
Of
Teams
course
are
not.
being
But those
prepped.
numbers, they'll be better prepared. It's the same thing like the
Yeah.
Browns.
Yeah.
People got them going to the Super Bowl. They beat one team over 500
Man,
a year
I
ago.
know. I don't
man.
get that.
And the other part is no team coming into this year will take the Browns for granted.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is
Yeah,
a W.
true. Yeah.
So they'll be ready for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's different when you come in and nobody's really looking at you compared to, okay, we got a game plan for these guys. We got to expect
Yep.
all this stuff, and it'll be different. I think people way overvalued where the Browns will be, and I don't have them making the playoffs.
You know, I had them at 10-6. I thought that was fair for like at least a first year estimation, right?
You got a first year head coach. You don't know. Also, what happens if OBJ doesn't have the same connection?
With Baker.
Right,
because they got Landry there.
Because
so
Landry already has a
connection.
relationship, and when you also look at what they did in the offseason with Kareem Hunt and whatnot, they just added to what they already had.
True.
Yeah.
They already had a running game.
Nick Chubb.
They already had that. They already had Landry with a receiver, so they just added. So I get that.
They bolstered it.
But did they fill in the other holes?
Because their O-line was a problem last year, so it's something they're going to have to work on.
I'm not saying they're going to be terrible. I'm just saying I'll have to see it to be convinced.
Yeah,
Man,
no,
I'm
I
the
get
same
that. We have, for me, I have the Chiefs. I think they're going to be great. The Pats, of course. I'm mentioning that I'm weary about LA with Todd Gurley's knee tendonitis.
I still like the Rams.
You still like them?
Yep, I do.
Okay. And I have Seattle. Of course, I had to give them the nod. The Ravens also. Lamar Jackson. Now he's getting the keys to the whole car. I think they're going to be good.
We'll have to see because everybody's going to be ready.
Have
for
the film now.
So right, and he was unbelievable last year. He was, but I doubt that they're going to be
a repeat performance.
Right. They'll have to keep a spy or somebody there for him because they already know where he is,
true.
and that's going to change the way things. They're going to force him to throw the ball downfield.
Yeah, I agree.
That's going to be his
That's
issue.
the only way you can beat him. And if he throws the ball downfield, then they're going to be in good shape.
Yeah, they're going to be crazy.
And the last team I want to mention that I think they're going to be better than people think is the Dolphins because I'm very interested. Well, I'm interested to see Josh Rosen and how he plays in that system. I mean, Tony made a great point the other day, bringing up how he fits. He has the tutelage of Ryan Fitzpatrick. The system can be better. And I'm not saying there'll be
I can't name
a
their
10 win.
weapons.
I'm not saying there'll be a 6, 7, 8 win team, right? I'm saying they'll be better than people think.
I think I want to see the Jets because I think Darnold with Le'Veon there, you have to respect Le'Veon, which is going to open it up. And Darnold's a real quarterback.
Yeah, he's great.
True,
So now he has a real weapon. And don't forget, Le'Veon can catch the ball out of backfield too.
True.
That's a safety valve. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I really think he's had a year off. He should feel good after 400 touches the last time he played.
Yeah, true.
With the Jets, they got some little speedy receivers. I forgot the one
Robbie
guy.
Anderson.
Yeah, Anderson.
Robbie Anderson.
I mean, they got a couple guys. So I like what they have.
Yeah. For me, it comes down to the Chiefs. Mahomes is amazing. The weapons. Tyreek Hill is there. The best tight end in the league the past few years, Travis Kelce. Then you have Andy Reid, who's a great offensive genius.
But this is why I can't go with the Chiefs.
I like Spags. I think that the issue last year was defense. They lost because of defense, but Spags is going to help them.
See,
enough.
now you're bailing out. You're saying defense. They
I
got
was about
shut
to
out in the
say.
first half at home with a high-powered offense.
But
do you remember that?
No, I remember
you,
that.
so you also want to bring up D Ford, by the way?
Yeah, he was offsides. Thank you. That's why he's in San Fran. They add Frank Clark.
I would have
You have
released
Honey
him too,
Badger.
dude. You cost it.
Yeah,
No,
we were in the
100%.
That was a
Super Bowl.
game-winning pick.
Yeah, I think.
You learn a lesson that way.
Yeah. So I just think that they're going to be ready. Then I like the Saints, of course. Drew Brees is trying to get him.
Drew Brees,
Super Bowl.
I think he's finished.
You think he's done?
Did you see his arm at the end
I
of the
agree
year?
with that.
Now, unless he was hurt and they didn't say anything, and he's going to be fully healthy, he can't get the ball.
No.
The ball.
Yeah,
I
it's gonna
agree
be
with
tough.
that. I think Father Time is finally catching up to him. And although they want to win
Just
for
like he
him,
caught up to Brady.
I'm sorry. What happened this year, right?
Greatest
yeah,
coach.
We
He has the best
we beat your
coach.
Chiefs, right? And
He
you
has
can
the
thank
best
D
coach.
Ford for that, buddy.
Come on.
I have to keep reminding you about
When
that.
Brady threw that pick, I know you. Did you kick the TV set in?
Oh, I freaked out.
Man.
You remember that?
Yeah,
I
but
flipped
I was
out.
like, oh, we're in the Super Bowl. We're going to beat the Rams because Gurley's not healthy, but
I couldn't. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw
How you line up offside?
Man.
see when I saw
Oh
the
my
play
God.
happen the first time, I'm like, wait, something's off, and then started.
So you thought he was out offside?
I thought he was at first, but I
Wow.
wasn't sure because I'm like
The
the
refs
angle of the
supposed to tell him
camera.
to get back, man.
Right.
That's the Patriots.
But also they always say that, because some NFL guys we interviewed, they always said they always look at the ref. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the ref is there.
Yeah,
He's
it's
right
the
there.
marker.
The
It's a
ref
marker.
didn't tell him
It's a
anything.
right.
We thank you so much, Rob, man, for joining us. My dog, the legend, Rob. You don't like being called the legend?
Nah,
Rob?
it's
You
nice,
know?
but you know what I mean. It's kind of humbling.
One of the
No,
people
yeah.
that I followed from your days with ESPN and First Take all the way to now to
Yes.
FS1, I got to say, I got a lot of respect for you. And thank you again for coming on the show with us.
Joining
We really
us, man.
appreciate
Yeah,
it,
it's-
man.
it's
No
all
problem. We'll do it again. Thanks
Yep.
for having me.
Hey, our couple, make sure you guys are checking it out. Rob is everywhere. You got some stuff coming up soon, too.
That'll be announced pretty soon.
Yeah.
But
Make
yeah,
big
a lot
moves,
of good
man.
things going on, and I'm teaching again this semester at USC.
USC,
So I'm
baby.
looking for that.
Trojans. Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. And you can read my column on theshadowleague.com. And I have a website called GetRob.com.
Yeah. Get Rob. No
That's actually
way,
great.
no
That's
how.
great, actually.
Yeah.
GetRob.com. You could buy T-shirts there. You could see the next time I'll be on Undisputed, next time I'll be on The Herd. So if you want to say, like, well, when is he going to be on or what's going on,
Yep.
it has everything right there.
Yep. So, hey, once again, don't at me with Michael and Alex with the great
Let's
Rob
go,
Parker.
guys.
We're always having fun. This is what we do. This is what we love, and we are out. Wait, let's drop the IGs.
By the way, guys, if you like what we're doing here, please like and subscribe on YouTube at Alexander Hymes, ALEXANDERHYMES on YouTube. And
Sounds
also
like a
check
commercial.
out. Yeah, got it. It sounds like progressive ads and like
Yeah.
the fine print of a contract. Also, if you guys like what we're doing here, please check out our Instagram at HymesWorld, HYMESWORLD, and Twitter, Alexander_Hymes. And Michael, take it away.
Michael the PG. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter. Make sure you guys hit me up, show love. Hey, we thank you guys for tuning in. I know you're gonna love this episode because the Lakers and Chiefs will win this
Get
year.
outta
and I'm
here,
so
man.
excited.
It's
I
a
can go
Clippers
to
time.
2 parades.
Clippers.
It's gonna be so great. So thank you guys, and we are out.
Talk fam, talk fam, exactly, where the facts be. I'm speaking right here, so don't at me, whoa.